my shit like I'm really him. Hold up, look, walking this bitch like, hey, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey, I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour, got demons. Say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city. That's on money, that's on TV, that's on mamas. Niggas don't believe me, come and see me. I been dodging all that face. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid. All that know me from the street. Flexing for what feature, that's like every other week. Talk behind my back, I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these watching me as I walk up in this like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey, I'm really him. Hold up.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Earth Mac, the Mad Scientist.
And Vievo.
This is the Orange Phoenix Show, Anime Talk Live. Man, Geek Corner members on Twitter and on YouTube, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell because we're going to need to get these likes up. Definitely need to get these likes up because the more likes we get, the more it's spread off to the masses, because you know how YouTube algorithm is, how it gets down. So the more likes we get, the more it's spread out to the masses. So, Vievo, before we get started with today, how was your weekend?
I don't really even remember my weekend so far. Wait, wow, today is Monday. Wow. It was lazy. It was really lazy because my knees messed up and I just didn't feel like being a productive member of society the last 2 days. So I have laid around and I started binge watching Coach Tensei, and I will not proudly proclaim that I watched the first 23 episodes in one sitting.
Damn. Oh, was that the
Jobless Reincarnation?
Yeah, that's right. Kid died and he got reincarnated.
Yeah, and I'm about to finish the first season and start on the second tonight. Hopefully, I won't stay up till 5 a.m. again watching, because that's how late I stayed up watching. I was gonna I was about to finish out that entire first season in one sitting. However,
wow. Well,
my body was like, it's time to sleep.
Look, there's no judgment here. There's no judgment. I mean, I've been binge watching things and I've done that before, completely lost track of time. And I'm like, oh, damn, is it daylight? Is it like so? See, this weekend I'm pretty productive. Like in my backyard, I got like a lot of brush and bushes and stuff in the back. So, and my house sits on a hill. So there's a certain section that is grass and it stops, bush, trees. So a guy that came over, shout out to Taquan, he got his own lawn care business and he was able to knock all that brush out. So now it's like a clear path, like going in my backyard, and I see spaces where I can put like an outhouse to put like maybe a gaming room or a bar area. Shout out to the Queen G22, because she has on she shed that has like Nintendo, everything Nintendo related. Game Gear. She got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet in there. It has HVAC unit, electrical currency going through there. She got the whole nine. It's like another house, basically. So she goes in there and she be in there all the time. She does her streaming and stuff. So kind of got inspiration from her in that regard. And today got the house cleaned and I'm scared to touch anything. And I did cook in the kitchen a little bit. I made some grilled chicken. No, I put that in a wok. Yeah, some grilled chicken, some salmon with some Japanese barbecue sauce, the sticky rice. So I had my little pot of I had little chicken pot and salmon. So that was me over the weekend. Been very, very productive. And also I got into some anime. Got into some Kaiju number 8 and some Go Loser Ranger, man. We almost at the end, Vievo. We almost at the end. I want to say we got one more episode of Kaiju number 8. I'm guessing we got one more episode of Kaiju number 8. Like, I don't know how many episodes we got for the season. So,
wasn't it? What episode was that?
That was 11.
Yeah, probably one more.
Why the heck? But it already got greenlit for the second season. It's in production as we speak. So that is always a good thing. I mean, was there any doubt it was going to get a second season after the way it performed?
Yeah.
So,
it was great.
Very, very much so. Very much so. And then that's what we're going to do today. We're going to jump into some Kaiju number 8 and Kafka cuts loose, man. So, Vievo, man, give us your thoughts on Kaiju number 8, episode 11. How'd you feel about it?
I wouldn't say that was Kafka that cut loose. That was his dark passenger, if you will. Get that Dexter reference. But I thought it was great. We actually finally got to get more screen time of the intensity that is Kikuru's father.
Yeah. And
if Kafka keeps messing around, there might not be much more for him to do. Because director, he's about business.
Yo, when that dude pull out Kaiju number 2 weaponry, Shinomiya, her dad, she was like, listen, I'm gonna kill you. That's all there is to it. He said this man could have cut loose at any point in time. He doing this willingly, but you know what? Give me the weapons. I got it. I'm gonna kill you. You might want to turn if you want to stay alive. I'm gonna put your hole in you. That's what I'm gonna do. And he took limbs with him. He took limbs with him multiple times. I was like, yo, this dude is for real. So now, I was so engrossed with the anime itself, I completely forgot about the numbers in Kaiju. They just call them Kaiju number 8, but typically I'm like in tune with that. But the minute he says Kaiju number 2 weaponry, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about Kaiju number 7, 6, 5, 4, and 1. Like, what does Kaiju number 1 looks like? So,
and the weapons made from them.
Exactly. So, what Shinomiya? Oh, go ahead.
I said, who has those weapons?
Oh, well, clearly the Defense Force has them, but it seems like the high-ranking people have those weapons or whatever. Now, who has Kaiju number 1s though? That's the thing I'm curious about. Or if Kaiju number 1 never been caught.
I'm probably gonna read it after the last episode, because you know how when you're scrolling on Facebook and you get these group suggestions?
Yeah.
So me, of course, Kaiju number 8 pops up for me, so I join the group. They keep posting spoilers from the manga. And like, when I tell you I have never scrolled faster in my life so that I don't see anything or like actually like register what I just saw.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to start the manga after this, because I don't think I can wait until season 2 releases. I'm just going to read ahead.
Absolutely not. I cannot do that. I'm going to treat this like I treated Demon Slayer. Because I was like, okay, y'all stretching this out way too long, way too much. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this thing just to spite you because I'm done. So
I heard that the final arc of Demon Slayer is actually supposed to be going to be like 3 movies. They're going to do it in 3 movies.
gosh, why?
I forgot what I don't remember what source I saw that from.
Yeah.
If I find it, I will send it to you. But that's what I saw, and I was like, "Why 3 movies? So does that mean we have to like really wait? Are you gonna release these movies like successively, or
Man, Vievo, man, they are stretching this thing out to epic proportions. Like this thing has been over for like what 2-3 years now. It's like, come on now with Demon Slayer. Now I don't think kaiju number 8 is gonna do the same thing. I think this kaiju number 8 is like shit hot right now, and the momentum is in their favor. Like they write their own ticket. That's just what it is. Like if the anime itself do not slow down, because I feel like My Hero Academia had a little slowdown too, and I think some of it, like with the fan base of My Hero Academia, kind of, I want to say make My Hero Academia unwatchable, but it kind of turns some people off because
oh my goodness,
what's up?
Just had some more kaiju number 8 pop up in my newsfeed, and I did not notice, but Isao Shinomiya is voiced by Tesho Genda, who is also the same voice actor as Kurama, Kaido, Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho, Janemba from DBZ, and Optimus Prime, Transformers animated TV series.
Holy shit.
Japanese. Those are
wow.
some heavy hitters right there.
Wow, man. All right. They out here cooking. They're cooking early, man. I was like, damn. Okay.
I was like, that's why his voice sounds familiar.
Very, very much so, man. So, like with Kaiju no Me, especially with Shinomiya, man, like I'm wondering what's going to happen. Now, another thing that just completely went over my head, because again, this anime is so fire that I just was engrossed in the show, not over analyzing it or whatever the case would be. Completely forgot that this kaiju went inside of Kafka and took over his body, but to a certain point, he was able to control it, the size, the shape, or whatever weaponry he can use, up until this most recent episode where it took him over. But though, is it in response to the fact that there's a kaiju weaponry being used, or it's the fact that it feels like it's being threatened by the defense force?
No, I feel like it was more in response to the weaponry being used. That threat response, and so he's, in his quest to try to prove that he's human, and him taking repeated major damage. Also, whatever energy that those weapons are giving off must have sent his internal kaiju into a tizzy, and was probably like, all right, you're not, I'm gonna take over. Because at the end we see Kafka is kind of like in the darkness and trapped, and he's like, what's going on? I can't control my body. And then here comes old boy talking about kill, like, so
like this is
he's about to, and then Kafka is undergoing in the present or whatever. We see Kafka undergoing this like he's transforming even more.
Yeah, that he is pissed. I mean, like, yo.
So, but it's not. It basically, I would say he's going into rage berserker mode. His body is going into rage and berserker mode, and there's a disconnect now between his consciousness and his body. Essentially, his body is just a meat suit for this other kaiju that's inside him.
It's like a symbiote from Spider-Man.
Basically, and it's going on autopilot.
Yeah. I can see that. It's like black suits. You know what's funny though, because I watched Spider-Man animated series a little bit last night before I went to sleep. And one of my favorite episodes is the alien costume, the 3-part one where you had black suit Spider-Man and it changed his attitude just a little bit, made him a little bit aggressive. And sometimes it's acted upon itself to save Spider-Man. I'm a big fan of black suit Spider-Man. Like that is my favorite costume, like just of all time. So if you look at the outfit that Kafka has or the form that he takes, this was that, like you said, the berserker mode or whatever the case may be. This is me taking a stab in the dark because the anime is way ahead of me when it comes to the manga. Like I stopped reading,
Mhm.
so I don't know what happens live forward. My guess is somehow, some way, Kafka gonna regain control right before he kills Shinomiya. And
I I feel like yes, I agree with that. I also feel like Hikaru is gonna step in some kind of way because
yeah,
her the type of person her dad is, he has a one-track mind. Like she came in to try to reason with him and he's like, "No, he's a kaiju, he has to die." Like because she's there and witnessing that, like she's going to be integral in either bringing Kafka back to his senses or stopping her father's rampage.
yeah, he's stubborn as a government mule. Like,
Yep.
like, bro, do you realize that this dude saved your daughter's life? Like, your daughter could have been like nothingness. like there's nothing left of her. You already lost your wife. Like,
Listen,
don't
the
lose your
entire
daughter.
first or third division would have been nothingness.
Yeah, your best soldiers gone. It's like crazy. And when Shinomiya went in and talked to her dad, she was like, yeah, I believe in him. And he was like, oh, don't you forget that your mom was killed by a Daikaiju. Like it was killed by something like this. And she's like, nah, I believe him. And because at that point, I do like the interesting points where they try to separate their military life and their personal life. Because even with her dad, she was about to say that, and she caught herself, and she was like, directed XYZ. And then she just broke character again. She's like, listen, I believe him. You know, he's not the one that killed mom, that kind of situation.
Hmm.
But I think he got some rage situation. I mean, he's an interesting trope though. He's a typical anime trope. Like there's always a character that has some type of rage towards a certain type of species, and it takes that person that is an outlier of that species to actually
He
gain
gives
some level of respect from the person.
he gives Wrath Führer Bradley vibes.
You think so? That he that evil?
I don't think he's evil. It's just the pressure he exerts, the command that he respects or command the respect that he commands from his subordinates. Also, I mean, just being like an absolute tank when it comes to being a fighter.
Yeah.
Because remember Führer Bradley when he was like, give him his dual swords and nobody could touch him.
Nah, nah. Like he was not to be trifled with, like at
Basically,
all.
I
Like
don't
don't
know.
run
Just
across
when
him
he
in the
was like
alley.
walking into the room, I was like, yeah,
Yeah, people gonna die.
yep.
That's just what it's gonna be. Now he has an interesting ability though, like with the kaiju number 2 armor, and he's up close and personal. Like he's gonna throw hands. That's what he's going to do. And I feel like that's also an interesting character design as well because of how much anger he has inside of him. So, any kaiju that he eliminates is personal. So for him to physically touch him with his hands, to
Hmm.
actually know I killed that kaiju with my bare hands. That's well, not necessarily bare hands, but with my hands, then that's all the world better. But
Hmm.
I think Kafka, yeah, obviously this is episode 11. Kafka is not going to die. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not happening. But I will say that Kafka might end up being an officer, considering. I think he might end up being an officer because it's just me taking a stab in the dark. Like that dialogue between him and Mina saying there's no cameras here, and I thank you for
I'm so
doing
happy.
this, and that was all. The whole episode was serious. Like it wasn't like, at least I don't think there was any funny moments in it. It was just like, this is a serious situation. I think that's the tone that they was trying to convey.
I'm just happy that his entire team was standing behind him. I thought there was going to be a division among them because that's
Yeah.
also pretty like common in these situations, like Attack on Titan, for example. But that one was like there's a lot going on there. But everybody is standing united with him, which is great. Like that just goes to show the camaraderie, the bonds that they built in going through everything that they've gone through together.
Yeah. Let's not talk about Attack on Titan where old boy revealed that, hey, when I bust down that wall, and I was like, what?
Listen, that episode threw me. I was like, is this a twist?
Yeah. I was like, yo. Aaron was like, yeah, Aaron, you gotta throw the hands. You gotta beat his ass. You gotta cut it. You gotta beat his ass. But anyway, like this right here, like this scene here, this scene pissed me off because I knew it was gonna be over. I knew it was gonna be the end of the episode. I was like, God dang it, you got me again.
Listen. At least it wasn't the last episode. They're not gonna leave us with just this.
Yeah.
Gotta make it to Saturday.
Yeah. Well, Saturday will be here before you know it. Because you know why? It's so many things to watch in the meantime. There's the Acolyte, there's the Boys, there's the Shy, there's Power. Like there's a lot of things to watch to get up to Saturday. So it's not like I'm going through super withdrawals. I'm cool, and I know Hajime no Hippo is on Netflix now, so I'm gonna start watching that again from start to finish. But
listen, I need to pick whatever series I'm gonna start binge watching after. Maybe chilling in another world with my with level 12 super cheap powers, or maybe I'll actually get caught back up on my favorite slime.
to my reincarnated as a slime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Slime.
Okay. Man, because that other one, that was a long ass title. The first one. I'm like, yep, this is Isekai. There's gotta be an Isekai. Man, they gotta do some long titles, man.
Or a Rimuru tattoo on me somewhere.
They gotta do something about these long titles. Like these long titles be throwing me. It's like I don't wanna watch that.
I just saw a new one that was suggested to me. What is it called? I literally was just looking at it. The Eighth Son. Are you kidding me? That's the title. Like
the
what?
Eighth Son?
Yes.
Wow.
This? It looks like it's season 1 is fully done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just now it must be an isekai. It has to be an isekai. It looks kind of harem-ish. Kind of shield hero-ish, but we'll see.
So change the subject here. So you play RPGs, clearly. Destiny is an RPG, even though it's a shooter, it's also an RPG. So Xenoblade Chronicles. Have you ever played that? You have a Switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever played Xenoblade Chronicles?
I don't think so. No, I don't. I think that when I was given an option to download that, I ended up downloading something else.
So I have Grandia 1 and 2 on my Switch, right? Matter of fact, hold tight. So something came in the mail. Right. So I didn't like the default Switch controllers or whatever. So I end up getting it's called Hori. It's from the company Hori. And this feels so much better, like in the hands. Like this joint right here. See how it looks now?
Oh.
Yeah, so definitely gonna take this on the go somewhere. So I was thinking about getting some RPGs to play. I have Grandia 1 because clearly I got to beat those. Trying to look at some other RPGs to play on my Switch, and I heard Xenoblade Chronicles. I think there's Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3, the trilogy. You know, something
It,
else. You know,
it's not only for Switch. Wasn't it on like PlayStation?
I don't think so. Tales of Arise is on PlayStation. Which
I have Tales of Valeria.
okay, yeah, Tales of Arise is really good. Like really
I
good.
think honestly all the Tales games are really good. I've played Tales of Symphonia. They're a lot. There's so many Tales games.
I find it ironic that Chrono Trigger is not on the Switch. Like there's not a HD 2D remake, remaster, anything like that. Even though we're getting Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 as a remaster on there. But yeah, just looking for some RPGs like on my travels, something to occupy my time. Obviously, it's some fighting games because when Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection drops, it is on like Donkey Kong. Like I want smoke from everybody. I mean, it's not even gonna matter. So jumping into some more anime, and that is Go Loser Ranger, man. Okay,
That was
how
a
did you
sweet teamwork move right there. That was so sweet.
yo,
was like,
it took me by surprise. What's that?
And so I was like, get him, like, yeah.
I'm like, they jumped that man. And like fight back. Like Patroller was catching heat from all angles. All
his clones.
So man, these cadets is I like the fact the cadets stepped up. The cadets didn't look like they were weak or damsels in distress type of situation, but I do like how they rally behind Fighter D. It's like, so not to see him like regenerate. Like, do everybody know that he's a monster now?
They didn't see him regenerate.
Okay, it feels like they saw him do that.
No.
Okay. Even though, hold on. So even though you remember with Patroller, he let out all the blasters like in line. Like they had to be in on that plan that for it to be fake because they already had it on that person. You remember when he did like the reveal and he was like, yeah, you know, they had the blasters the whole time and that kind of situation, even though.
Yeah, I was wondering how he managed to pull that off. But they don't know that they couldn't they don't know that he's a monster also because he didn't outwardly reveal it, and for whatever, I mean, I don't think that they know that he's a monster. There wasn't an opportunity, I think, for him to reveal himself. And then if he did reveal that he was a monster, the collection of personalities and their convictions towards boss monsters and monsters in general, there would have been a big deal would have been made. I feel like if they would have found that out. So I don't think that they don't know that he's a monster.
Okay. Like, because that whole ordeal. So I asked a question in a Facebook group page about Go Loser Ranger, and I asked them like, "Hey, how do they feel about it?" And they said the manga is actually better than the anime. And someone said that the manga is better than the anime. Really messed up a lot of things, and it's too fast. Someone said it's too fast paced. It's like lots of things are cut and skipped or moved. You should read it. In my opinion, it's one of the best new manga.
Oh, they said one of the best new manga. Okay.
Yeah. So, someone said, wish the pacing was faster. Honestly, I'm glad they cut stuff out. People get bored easily. The show is good since it's just the first arc. Everyone wants everything explained and all fights, big level fights. So it's like people find a reason to be bored from it. I mean, we live in a day and age where you got to capture our attention like that. You know what I'm saying? You got like maybe a handful of episodes, and okay, don't shoot me when I say this. Part of the blame is One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. No, here's what I'm saying, because the pacing is slow, but it's enough to keep you engaged. So it's not like, so when we look at other anime, we don't want that. We know what One Piece is, like we know what Dragon Ball is, but when we get something brand new and improved, it's like we don't have the capacity for another slow paced type anime, if that makes sense. So but I'm in real patient with it. I'm in real patient with Goku Rangers, and I'm glad I kind of stuck with it because now it's picking up. And someone said it's a fantastic read and overall premise that is predictable in ways, but also very fun to look at. That psychology of. They say, I'm unsure about the constant use of CG models for the keepers in their suits. It often feels a little out of place for me. The art direction is fantastic, and I am referring to both opening, ending, and how they adapt the set pieces in the show so far. So some people, it's like 50-50 in that group. Like some people saying like it needs to pick up faster. Some people are saying there's some major parts that's been skipped and cut. And one person saying there was a big reveal that came out in this episode that wasn't supposed to be revealed until later.
Big reveal.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that is too. But listen, that chick right there though, the one that was like chomping, I was like, that is interesting. It looked like a Ron car.
She does.
I should dig her a lot too. And that guy in the back, like his name escapes me right now, but he's definitely part of the Pink Squadron. Clearly he can heal you.
Sailor Moon vibes.
Yes.
Or Magical Girl vibes, and that's fine because he's also a little on the OP side.
Yo.
I was like, did he just explode him in the shape of a heart?
Yes.
He did the and then they were like, we told you not to do it.
He said, that's too much. He like, I couldn't afford to hold back.
Yep.
He's like, even with my barrier, bro, like, dude, like, what you doing? And he just did a little tap, and it's like, woof, like crazy.
Basically. Yep.
Like that is wild, man. But Patroller has been catching heat. It's like he's definitely was a cockroach because it's like
I feel like did he make it outside? Did they get all of them? I think they got all of them.
I think they got all of them too because he was getting attacked on all fronts. You know, especially with that one because he thought he was straight. And I had an old shit moment. That was an old shit moment for me because when I saw that the paint dragon keeper, like, oh shit. Because that was so smooth. That transition, her just being there. And she kicked him to the moon. So
yep. And then he exploded.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I'm like, okay. So she was only there for one person.
Hibiki.
Right. So like I need to make sure he's alive. Like make sure he's straight. Everybody else I can give a damn. So there's that part. And then now D. Now that Patroller is like completely destroyed at this point, D sets his sights on the Blue Dragon Keeper, which is
maybe the reveal was the Blue Dragon Keeper.
Oh.
In a little bit of his background.
Yeah. Is that really a big reveal though? Because like I had no clue who that guy was.
Same. But
so, I mean,
that could also come from them saying that they cut stuff out.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
So he possibly could have been explored in, and finding out a little bit of his background.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily think that he's evil. And I kind of don't want him to bite the bullet at these hands because he was doing what he was doing. Yes, he was doing very scummy things, but it was for the purpose of supporting basically an orphanage.
Yeah.
So
I'm definitely conflicted with that because, like, when you look at his background, he was Robin Hood. That's basically what he was doing.
basically, yep.
Yeah, basically what he was doing. And then you look at his mentor was a dragon keeper, but you never knew what happened to him. But the red dragon keeper is a little bit of a manipulator. He was like, "Yo, well, the blue dragon keeper got grave injuries. I got no other use for him." It's just the way he said it.
It's probably the one that gave him the grave injuries.
Right. That's my thought. I was like, man, that sounds shady. That sounds super shady. And okay. What if the dragon keepers are split in half? Like, what if there's a side of the dragon keepers that just completely evil, i.e., red being part of that, and then there's another side of the dragon keepers that are not that way? Because it seemed like the red dragon keeper, just by the opening sequence, you kind of like, because you see D like in the red dragon keeper's hands, like it right at the end. Like, could he be viewed as like the puppet master? Like he manipulating everybody? Because I mean, he could have literally killed that dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I caught you robbing people. Like he could have got annihilated right then and there. I was like, okay, but he just fought her.
It was super interesting that he engages their group while they're in the process of robbing the car. He basically scouts him and is like, hey, you could be a ranger. You should be a ranger. And then miraculously, like maybe less than 24 hours, because old boy got caught, all of a sudden he goes from being basically arrested to being the blue dragon keeper.
Yeah.
Because apparently there magically was now an opening.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, some of the milk ain't clean, man. Like, that dog don't hunt.
Right.
Then we figure out that how he got the scars on his face because it came from a monster, and that makes sense. Though he just have a bad attitude, like he's not really necessarily a bad guy. But D is looking to kill him because D's focus has always been from episode 1. Even though there've been some deviation here and there, his number one priority is to kill all the dragon keepers so he can, rule the world. That was his initial plan afterwards, but I think he kind of doing away with the rule the world part. I think he just want to kill off the dragon keepers, no matter if they're good, bad, or indifferent. So can we root for him in this particular instance?
I'll have to see the next episode. Maybe they'll come to an agreement. Maybe deals will be made. We gotta see.
Maybe some deals may be made. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because he had a hard time fighting Patrol on his own until his subordinate gave him a cartridge for his divine artifact to kill off that clone of Patroller. So maybe he's weakened at this point.
Clearly, he doesn't have all of his divine artifact is not fully powered because he must have given cartridges to all of his top. So, Izome gave hers. Kona gave his, and then there was another subordinate that was with Izome in the hospital. So I'm assuming she has hers still, and I don't think we've seen other named subordinates of the Blue Keeper. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm interested to see how D thinks he's about to beat Blue Keeper.
Wait. Don't D still have a divine artifact of his own? He still had the Red Dragon Keeper's one, right?
I thought he gave that to what's her name?
Oh, that's right.
Because remember, he died and he made the replica, but he was able to sneak it to her. But then because he got into it with the Red Dragon Keeper, and in that entire altercation, he made a duplicate of the divine artifact, and Red Dragon Keeper basically thought that he killed D and also recovered his divine artifact, but then realized, oh, actually, I didn't. This is a fake. But D was able to get it to her.
Okay. That makes sense. Man. I'm gonna have to go and read the manga. I did ask someone in that said group, where can I read the manga? And it's not on Shonen Jump at all. It's called Manga Dex.
Oh, you have Manga Dex. I found Manga Plaza.
That you see it on Manga Plaza too? Does it have like pop-ups and stuff on it? Because this one, Manga Dex don't have like pop-ups.
Hold up. Why are they charging $11 to read the digital versions?
Hell no, that's not happening.
We're gonna go look at it.
No.
That's too expensive. It's like $10 per chapter.
Yeah. Nah, bump that noise. I wouldn't mind having the physical copies though. I really wouldn't mind having those.
Manga Hasu. Yeah, it looks like it's free. It's probably not free. It's probably just like the first chapter is free.
So for what I understand, all the divine artifacts have cartridges. So Blue Dragon, Leviathan, Umibozo, the Haruko, the Dragon Place Princess, Kura Mitsuha, and yeah, so all of them have like parts of the artifact. So they put them all together, then it creates that big one. So basically controlling water and freezing things, firing a watery beam. That's not bad. Dragon Palace Princess says creates a home in bubbles with fish inside. They explode on targets or when the user wills it. So I think that's similar to what he did a Patroller.
Mm-hmm.
How he killed off Patroller. Now the Red Keeper, though, I do like Tokida's divine artifact though. Like I would rock that joint. The one that can fire off dragons, like flaming dragons.
I thought it was doing the most, but it's fine. Yeah, I just don't like Tokida. He's annoying to me.
Who, Tokida?
Yep.
He didn't do much. I mean, he got his ass beat by a golf club though. I mean, D did beat him across the head. But come on now, you got a gun that shoots out 8 flaming dragons. Like, come on now, 8 flaming dragons. You can make it do whatever you want with it. Like he actually, you can't say he's dumb because he actually was smart with it. He's like, listen, it wasn't aimed at you, dude. I was able to surround you. That's all I wanted to do for this paint guy over here to make a heart out your ass. So it's like, it's crazy.
Nope, heels are dug in. Can't convince me otherwise.
So you wouldn't rock that artifact?
Sure wouldn't.
Which one would you get though?
None of them interest me.
None of them interest you.
Nope.
Wait a minute. I do like the yellow.
I don't even remember what the yellow one is.
Tsukiyomi, the one that's remote. They did can pause, fast forward, rewind you, freeze you in spots.
Yeah, don't like that one either. I will admit that it's very helpful, but that's not my style.
What exactly is your style? If you had to,
I am a brawler. So give me something where I can be up close and personal.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that. This guy needs to live, man. I want to know more about his story arc.
Yep.
And see what's going on with it. But from what I understood from that group, though, they were saying that this is just the first arc. And like the rest of the arcs is like it just only up from here. So I'm gonna read the manga and I'm gonna get to that point and see what parts are missing here. Cause I'm gonna read like Manga Dex and go from there and see what's going on. because you know how certain anime is. Like manga tends to be better than the anime sometimes, and anime
Yeah.
skips out on certain things. But also, when you look at anime, you try to do word for word, bar for bar from a manga, it might not resonate well with the audience. So I get why they cut certain things out, but sometimes they do it too much.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes from that standpoint, man.
Mhm.
But we got next week. We have episode 12 of Kaiju number 8, and this is it. What is it? Episode 11? No, episode 12 of Go Go Loser Ranger.
I think so. Wait. Where's my Hulu at?
Speaking of which, I did check out the dub version of it. Not
Of
bad.
what?
Go Go Loser Ranger, because they just started dubbing it.
Yeah, it's episode 12 next week.
Episode 12 next week. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they just started dubbing it. So I think I'm gonna go back and rewatch it like the dub, because it might be easier to follow. Because in certain parts it does seem like it's all over the place. Like in certain parts. Not this most recent episode, but this most recent episode is like pretty cut and dry. There was like a 3-prong attack. Pacholos over here about to fly away here, and Blue Keeper is over here trying to take him out. You trying to take them all out at the same time. So I'm definitely going to check that out. So now, as far as newer anime that's out there, I wouldn't really say newer, but I'll definitely go to Netflix. Now, if you haven't seen Hajime no Ippo, please, for the love of Christ, go see Hajime no Ippo. Like that. That's probably the greatest sports anime ever. And I'm not BSing when I say that. You've seen Hajime no Ippo, right, Vievo?
I don't think I watched all of it, but it was way back. Like when I did watch part of it, it was when I was like in probably middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to go back and rewatch it. But thankfully it's on Netflix, so that's on my list of things to do.
So how about I'll just pull up Netflix, and there is another anime that came up called Rising Impact.
Rising Impact? Did I miss that one?
Yeah, it says when a third grader's natural gift for golf is accidentally discovered by a pro player, the boy embarks on a journey to become the world's best golfer.
I'm not watching that.
This just came out. Wow, that's crazy. Rising Impact. Okay. They've been getting some sports anime lately, man. They got Haikyuu, they got Hajime no Ippo, Rising Impact, like literally just pulled up. Actually, you know what? It's not sports anime, but Hell's Paradise is actually on Netflix now. That is wow.
When is that supposed to come back?
Hell's Paradise?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That in the fall?
Yeah, maybe the fall, if not the fall next year. Y'all definitely need to check that out. Hold on, I can give y'all an anime list right now. Just give me a quick second, ladies and gentlemen. So, Garuden, The Way of the Lone Wolf, that's out. Romantic Killer is a really good one. We actually covered that a little bit. Overlord is on here. Demon Slayer, Dragon Age Absolution, Yu Yu Hakusho, the entire series is on Netflix. World Trigger, Black Clover, Uncle from Another World. I find that hilarious.
Whatever happened to Cannon Busters? What's going on with that?
Man, okay. You really want to talk about it?
Did you hear what's going on with it? And also, there's a live action Mob Psycho 100.
All right. So, as far as us as an anime community, Cannon Busters was obviously created by someone of color. So we was like, oh man, this is the come up. You know what I'm saying? We watched Cannon Busters. It was a little difficult to finish it, but we finished it. And I don't think it's coming back. Yeah, I don't think it's coming back. I don't think it was well received because the intentions was there. What happened?
They were doing too much.
Yes, I think it was all over the place. It was like something going over here, something going over here, and it's almost like they was trying to pack a lot in one season, whereas you didn't really have to do that because we was, and I don't think it's the fault of the artist and the writer. I think maybe he felt maybe pressured with Netflix, and I'm just taking stabs in the dark here because the following was there. The moment that we heard that Cannon Busters was going to be on Netflix and how people was following it, the opening music is top tier. Like it's really, really good. It's just that I think, how can I say this? I think it tried to cling too much on space western anime, like Trigun, without being on its own. I'm gonna go back and watch it again now that you brought it to my attention, and see if I'll watch it with a different set of eyes. But I don't think Cannon Buster's coming back.
Just remember what's his name, the main character being really unlikable.
Yeah, like he was. Well, his character smelled bad, apparently. How can I say this, man? Because I don't really want to trash Cannon Buster. And I think a lot of people in groups or whatever, especially in black nerd groups, didn't want to trash this anime. They knew it was not 5 stars, but they didn't want to say it wasn't 5 stars because they don't want to like create a discourse in that space. But yeah, it's not going to get renewed. How long it's been?
When did it come out? Was it 2 years ago? No. I mean, Netflix still has it on here.
Yeah, they're not going to get rid of it. 2019. That's when it came out.
Dang, really?
Yes, 2019.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And they gave us 12 episodes too.
All right.
I feel like, man, this anime has potential, man. I feel like if you go back and trim some of the stuff down and like stay like single-minded focuses on what the plot is, and then you could branch out other things, because I feel like the writer, that what he was trying to convey is that there's a vast world in Cannon Busters, and you're trying to expose us to all those worlds all at one time. And some of us felt a little overwhelmed. Some of us like felt disconnected, and we couldn't connect the dots to the point that we actually emotionally tied to it.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is a second season, I'm gonna watch it still to support it. I think that's what people stand with it. It's like, it might not be as good, but I'm gonna support it because there's somebody in that space that looks like us, and we're gonna keep it pushing. But okay, so Cannon Busters official. Yeah, this thing ain't coming back because I'm looking at the official Instagram page, and the last post was November 26, 2019.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's see. LaShawn Thomas is the creator for this, and let's see. Yeah, this got scrapped because because I'm looking at the link for this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just taking me to, it's supposed to be some merch, and there's no merch.
What is his name?
LaShawn Thomas.
With a W?
LaShawn is Lesean, and Thomas Thomas. Yeah, we haven't yeah, that's over and done with, man. Another one bites the dust. Let's see, LaShawn Thomas, followed by Sanford Green. Wait. Let's see if I can find something.
I think I found his Instagram.
You think you found his Instagram?
Yeah.
10,000 followers?
Yep. It's private. I just wanted
Yeah.
to see if he had any other stuff.
Yeah. Trying to search for him, man, but let's see. LaShawn Thomas. Yep, there. Okay, he's in Tokyo still. Okay, the website is no longer present.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. He's completely off the grid.
Wow.
Yeah, he's completely off the grid. Like anytime you try to look up his website, is like a security thing.
That's unfortunate.
And maybe he's just in the lab. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he just like, you know, eliminate himself from the space so he can focus on some other projects and stuff like that. And then he busts out one day like, "Yo, Cannon Buster season 2," and this what's changed. But yeah, on Twitter, nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so man, I want the comics. I actually realized they had comics.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was Cannon Buster's comics from Udon. Like Udon Comics, the same guys that made Street Fighter and Darkstalkers and the crossover for Street Fighter. So, but either way, man. But check it, guys. That is our show for today, man. On Wednesday, myself and Alvin Staley, the infamous Alvin Staley, will be talking about part 4 of Who Killed WCW and the very last Nitro. We're gonna find out some interesting reveals, and we definitely gonna cover that word for word, bar for bar. That's on a Wednesday night, and on Thursday, myself and Boogie Blends will be discussing the turmoil that is Blade, that movie, because another actor has stepped down from Blade. Why you
I did see that. I was like, didn't we just talk about this like last week? And then they had all of a sudden the article pops up. What's his name? Exit Blade. I'm like, this movie is never going to get made. Yep. Never going to get made at this rate.
Man. And also, we are doing our top 10 PS1 games of all time. Wait a minute. Didn't you say you was going to do that? You was going to come to the show on Thursday for that? Top 10 PS1 games?
Yes.
That
was a very unsure yes.
Yeah.
I might have a few. Wait, what is that, the 27th?
Yes, that's 27.
I might make an appearance.
Top 10 PS1 games. I got to look through a list of things and get my stuff together because, man, there's some hidden gems for PlayStation 1 for your ass. So that might be another 2-weeker. That might be a top 10 PS1 games of all time. Then you got the hidden gems that's out there. Definitely gonna be covering that. Also, to the listeners out there, if you are a comic book reader, go ahead and get this book right here. It's called The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Deluxe. This is volume 1. There are actually 3 volumes. Go ahead and check that out. It's on Amazon. You can probably get between $60-$65. Hardback, thick cover, got artwork on the back, and the storyline is way more mature. So definitely want to check that out. And I kind of got on that, kick after watching Go Losing Ranger because I wanted to actually, get my palette together for that. But you got anything else for the listeners out there, Vievo?
Nope. No. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank y'all. And yeah, you know what? I'll make that announcement on Wednesday. So until next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, y'all.